Hello, Ping Group. Welcome to the third week of our distance education, and I hope everything is alright and you're fine. And today we will do some reading and vocabulary together from the More to Read 1 book. And yeah, as you can see from the program, the More to Read 1 text 122 was supposed to be your homework, but we will do it together, don't worry. Okay, so here you can see the vocabulary list for the text, and in this video you will see the detailed information about all of the vocabulary and more extra vocabulary from the text as well. Okay, what you need before you start is your book, and if you don't have it with you, don't worry, check the attached because we will also upload it. And the other one is your vocabulary journal or notebook, because it's really important to take notes with your pencil, colorful pens, and highlighters if possible, and while you are reading and studying the vocabulary items, right? And also the dictionaries, but we will do the dictionary study together in this video, okay? Before we start, I would like to add some notes on the vocabulary. You will see those kinds of slides, and if you see something like this without any highlighted parts, that means these are also in the reading text, but you're not responsible for them. But of course it's important to know them as well. And in this one, if you see that the word is highlighted in yellow, that means it is in the vocabulary list, and you're responsible for those vocabulary items. Secondly, this is a kind of the system in this vocabulary presentation, PowerPoint presentation, and my students already know that they're very familiar with those kind of things, but I have to make it clear for you guys as well. So here is the vocabulary item, and that one is a part of speech, and that one shows the level of the vocabulary item, and that one is the definition of the vocabulary, and the navy blue ones are the word formation of the vocabulary item. That means the word family. And if you see something like this, if possible, these are the synonyms or opposites. And that sentence, I mean the first sentence, this is the sample sentence from this reading text 122, the internet. So that means you will see some kind of sentences, the parts of the reading text before reading it, okay? And that means, I mean, the second one or the third ones are the other sample sentences I collected from some dictionaries, which are Cambridge, Longman, or Merriam-Webster mostly, okay? And if you see some pictures here, that means I am trying to define the word with some pictures, but for some words that is not possible, as you can imagine, okay? If you're ready, let's start. Our first word is extensive. So that means large in size, amount, or degree. In the text it says, when one considers all the information about the extensive use of the internet, one would, so when we say extensive use of the internet, that means, as you can see, large in size or amount, okay? Or the extensive use of pesticide. And well, I'm not going to read all of the sentences, but you can pause the video whenever you want to take notes for you. Sorry. Okay, the other word is assume. So that means to accept something to be true without question or proof. Assumption is the noun form. So in the text you will see to assume that, and a full sentence follows after that. When one considers all the current information about the extensive use of the internet, one would assume that youngsters all over the world were using it. So, assume that, accept youngsters all over the world were using it as true without question, and they don't have any proof. Okay? So I assume that you knew each other because you went to the same school. So I accept it as true, and I didn't question, or I have no proof about that. But it's just an assumption, right? The other word is presume and assume, and they're mostly they sometimes can be interchangeably used, but here is the difference between them, guys. Check it out. Okay, the other word is it true or false? Misconception. So this is an idea which is wrong or untrue, but which people believe because they do not understand the subject properly. Okay, in the text it says, however, this would be a misconception. So that means this idea is wrong or untrue, but people believe that because they don't understand. Okay, so this is misconception. So the other one is, I'd like to clear up the common misconception that older workers don't know how to use technology. So the misconception, the wrong or untrue idea is older workers don't know how to use technology. But this is wrong. But people believe that. Okay, the other one is expertise. That means special skills or knowledge in a particular subject that you learn by experience or training, and the noun form again is the expert, the person. So in the text we will see technical expertise, but you can see as well financial expertise, medical expertise as well, right? Okay, when we say technical expertise, we mean that knowledge to a very high level about some technology. If someone has technical expertise, that means that person is the expert in technology. Okay? Yeah. In the text it says, most lack the funds and teachers with enough technical expertise to be able to successfully install or operate an internet system. So that means, most of them, they don't have any expertise. They are not experts in technology. So you can have a look at the other examples as well. The other one is install. So that means to put a computer program onto a computer so that the computer can use it. If you're using your computer in English, you will see that word a lot. The opposite is uninstall, to install something. Okay, so the same sentence, technical expertise to be able to successfully install or operate an internet system. So install is like this. Okay, it's like, please wait, installing. Andrew, can you help me install this software? Yeah, or we've installed new antivirus software. Okay, so we mostly use with system or software with, that word. Okay, the other one is expert. Well, it is, actually, it's really related to the expertise. The word is specialize. Okay, so specialize, that means to study or work on a particular subject or skill more than any other, so that you become an expert in it. To specialize in something, be careful about the preposition, guys. So you can see the word family here, and in the UK it's written with S, so both of them are correct. So it specializes in the British education system. So that means that it is the expert in the British education system. Okay. Okay, so you can have a look at it. The other examples as well. The other one is comprehensive. So that means including everything that is necessary, complete. Okay, so okay, the same sentence, and it offers some very comprehensive packages. So that means those packages include everything that is necessary. They are complete. Okay. And also here is a little note for you. You can have a look at it when you pause it. Okay. Those pictures seem so negative, right? So, okay, they're not clearly positive. So, our other word is disastrous. So you already know the word disaster, the noun, and disastrous is the adjective form of it. So that means extremely bad or unsuccessful or very bad or ending in failure. But in the text, you will see disastrous effects, consequences, or results. So in the text it says, this can have disastrous results. So that means those results are extremely bad, or they are very bad, or they end in failure. Okay. Or climate change could have disastrous effects on Earth, right? And you can see the opposite of disastrous here, and you can take notes by pausing the video. Those sweet birds. Okay, the other one is circuit. So circuit is the complete circle that an electric current travels. Engineering guys, you will hear that word a lot when you go to your departments. Okay. Internet users communicate with one another by using telephone circuits and like RM blah blah, or an electronic circuit, right? So circuit is like that. Okay, the other word is well, as you can see from here, that's a device. And it just blocks everything here. So maybe you see or hear that word from mostly action movies, and this as well, the device is called like jammer, and our word is jam. So that means to stop radio signals from reaching the people who want to receive them. So for example, this jams local telephone circuits and may prevent or generate bill paying telephone users for making calls even in emergencies. So it's like this, whatever this is, this stops radio signals, okay? I mean the signals of telephone circuits, okay? And the telephone users, the ordinary telephone users, they can't call in an emergency situation, okay? And yeah, the other one is embrace. Well, it means like to eagerly accept a new idea, opinion, or religion, etc. Okay, this kind of formal, guys. And in the text it says, worse, the internet is already starting to embrace more traditional telephone services. Also, accepting. And it's like, we're always eager to embrace the latest technology. Or corporate America quickly embraced the web as a new vehicle for advertising. Okay, so it's like accepted and started as a new way. Yeah. Okay. The other one is, so it's like a kind of warning, especially in roads. This is inconvenience, guys. So that means problems caused by something which annoy or affect you. Okay, so you can see the word family here and you can take notes. And in the text it says, internet users jam telephone circuits and create inconvenience and possible danger to telephone users. So they jam it, they stop, they block the signals, okay, and it creates some problems, and I mean those problems are annoying or affecting you because it has kind of possible danger, okay. Or we apologize for the delay and any inconvenience. So the other one is claim. That means to state that something is true even though it hasn't been proved. So okay, it's like to claim that and a full sentence follows after it. So it's, well, the structure is really similar to the assume as we learned in the beginning of the video. Okay, telephone companies claim that internet users are abusing their networks. So the claim, I mean the companies, they state that, okay, and they believe that is true, but it hasn't been proved yet. Or the product claims that it can make you thin without dieting. So it's a kind of statement here, and they say that it's true, but it hasn't been proved. So you can't know that. Okay, so you can have a look at the others. The other one is abuse. So that means to deliberately use something for the wrong purpose or for your own advantage. Okay, so synonym is misuse and to abuse something. It's like at an international conference in Salt Lake City, blah blah, warned that, okay, evil individuals might abuse the internet. So that means they misuse the internet. I mean, they use the internet for the wrong purpose or for their advantage. Okay, so it's not really good word, guys. I mean, this is a kind of, well, a very negative word. Also, this sentence is also from the text. Telephone companies claim that internet users are abusing their networks. So that is the complaint of telephone companies, and their networks are abused, okay, because the internet users are using their networks for the wrong purpose, okay, or for their own advantage, right? Okay, and people who abuse the system, another example. Okay, the other word is approach, and that means if an event or a particular time approaches, or you approach it, it's coming nearer and will happen soon. So it's like, okay, in the text it says another international battle is approaching. So that battle, that war will happen soon, okay, is approaching, is coming nearer. Or she was approaching the end of her career. So it's like, I mean, it will happen soon. I mean, the end is coming nearer. And with exams approaching, it's a good idea to review your class notes. So that means exams will happen soon and they are coming nearer, okay? The other one is transmit, and that means to send out electrical signals using a radio, television, or computer network. So in the text, this one is going to be on the kind of information that should be checked before it is transmitted over the internet. So it's like the information is sent over the internet. Okay, so transmit is like this. I mean, it's a really specific meaning. Or Bluetooth chips allow mobile phone users to transmit data over short distances to other mobile phones. Like transmit data, that means to send it by using computer network. Okay. So the other one is access. That means it's a noun, the right to enter a place, use something, or see someone, etc. Okay, so access to something. Be careful about the preposition, and you can check the word family here. In the text, she also expressed concern about the harm that's being caused to children who have access to offensive material on the internet. So the children have right to use or see, or, you know, I mean, they can use or see the offensive material because they have access to that. And the last sentence, cats should always have access to fresh, clean water. Okay? I mean, they should have that right. Okay, the other word is in the meantime. So, in the period of time between now and a future event, or between two events in the past. It's like, it's another word, guys, and the synonym is meanwhile. And maybe you know that word. Okay. RM, in the meantime, has restricted easy reach to any information it feels may be unsuitable. So, in that period of time. Okay? Or, the doctor will be here soon. In the meantime, try and relax. Okay? And here are some memes on the internet, and I love them really. So, for example, waiting for black metal concert to begin, listens to Backstreet Boys in the meantime. Okay. So the other one, meanwhile in South Carolina. So it's like, you know, meanwhile memes, maybe if you are following 9gag mostly, you can see those kinds of weird photos. And sometimes they're really humorous. Okay. The other word is restrict. Okay, that means limits the size or amount or something. Limit or control. And to restrict something. Okay, so check the word family as well. Okay, RM in the meantime has restricted easy reach to any information it feels may be unsuitable. So that means it's like they limited, they have limited it. Okay, limited the reach. Okay, so you may need to restrict access to certain files. That means you need to limit the number of people who can read them. Okay, and you know that guy, right? So from the Marvel universe, it is Thanos, and with the only action of his fingers like this, he just destroyed half of the universe. So, and he said that I am inevitable. So that means you can't avoid. It is impossible to avoid. Okay, I mean, it will certain to happen. In the text, of course, it is inevitable that there will be drawbacks to something as powerful. So, I mean, there will be disadvantages and you can't avoid it. You can't escape from it. It is impossible to avoid. I mean, it is certain to happen. Okay? Yeah. And the last word is enhance. Enhance your chances of success by studying, right? And enhance means to improve something or to increase the chances. I mean, in the text it specifically says to enhance one's chances of doing something. Enhancement is the noun form. So in the text it says, additional knowledge of computers can enhance their chances of future employment. So their chances, we don't know who are they, but the knowledge of computers will increase their chances of future employment. Okay, so it's like increase the chances. Okay, and the last sentence is of course about the coronavirus. One can simply enhance their chances of not being infected with COVID-19 by staying home. Okay, stay home, guys. And that is the end of the vocabulary. We will continue with the reading right away.